A conveyor belt is the carrying medium of a belt conveyor system. A belt conveyor system is one of many types of conveyor systems. A belt conveyor system consists of two or more pulleys, with an endless loop of carrying medium the conveyor belt that rotates about them. One or both of the pulleys are powered, moving the belt and the material on the belt forward. The powered pulley is called the drive pulley while the unpowered pulley is called the idler pulley. There are two main industrial classes of belt conveyors. Those in general material handling such as those moving boxes along inside a factory and bulk material handling such as those used to transport large volumes of resources and agricultural materials, such as grain, salt, coal, ore, sand, overburden and more. Today there are different types of conveyor belts that have been created for conveying different kinds of material available in PVC and rubber materials. The belt consists of one or more layers of material. Many belts in general material handling have two layers. An underlayer of material to provide linear strength and shape called a carcass and an overlayer called the cover. The carcass is often a woven fabric having a warp and weft. The most common carcass materials are polyester, nylon and cotton. The cover is often various rubber or plastic compounds specified by use of the belt. Covers can be made from more exotic materials for unusual applications such as silicone for heat or gum rubber when traction is essential. Material flowing over the belt may be weighed in transit using a belt weigher. Belts with regularly spaced partitions, known as elevator belts, are used for transporting loose materials up steep inclines. Belt conveyors are used in self-unloading bulk freighters and in live bottom trucks. Belt conveyor technology is also used in conveyor transport such as moving sidewalks or escalators, as well as on many manufacturing assembly lines. Stores often have conveyor belts at the checkout counter to move shopping items. Ski areas also use conveyor belts to transport skiers up the hill. Some of the major global conveyor belt service providers are Terra Nova Technologies, ThyssenKrupp, HESE Maschinenfabrik GmbH and Hannover Takegraph. Belt conveyor systems. Conveyors are durable and reliable components used in automated distribution and warehousing. In combination with computer-controlled pallet handling equipment, this allows for more efficient retail, wholesale, and manufacturing distribution. It is considered a labor-saving system that allows large volumes to move rapidly through a process, allowing companies to ship or receive high volumes with smaller storage space and with less labor expense. Rubber conveyor belts are commonly used to convey items with irregular bottom surfaces, small items that would fall in between rollers, or bags of product that would sag between rollers. Belt conveyors are generally fairly similar in construction, consisting of a metal frame with rollers at either end of a flat metal bed. The belt is looped around each of the rollers, and when one of the rollers is powered, the belting slides across the solid metal frame bed, moving the product. In heavy-use applications, the beds which the belting is pulled over are replaced with rollers. The rollers allow weight to be conveyed as they reduce the amount of friction generated from the heavier loading on the belting. Belt conveyors can now be manufactured with curved sections which use tapered rollers and curved belting to convey products around a corner. These conveyor systems are commonly used in postal sorting offices and airport baggage handling systems. A sandwich belt conveyor uses two conveyor belts, face-to-face, to firmly contain the item being carried, making steep incline and even vertical lift runs achievable. Belt conveyors are the most commonly used powered conveyors because they are the most versatile and the least expensive. Product is conveyed directly on the belt, so both regular and irregular shaped objects, large or small, light and heavy, can be transported successfully. These conveyors should use only the highest quality premium belting products, which reduces belt stretch and results in less maintenance for tension adjustments. Belt conveyors can be used to transport product in a straight line or through changes in elevation or direction. In certain applications they can also be used for static accumulation or cartons. Long belt conveyors. The longest belt conveyor system in the world is in Western Sahara. It is 98 km long, from the phosphate mines of Bukroy to the coast south of El Arian. The longest conveyor system in an airport is the Dubai International Airport baggage handling system at 63 km. It was installed by Siemens and commissioned in 2008, and is a combination of traditional belt conveyors and tray conveyors. Boddington Bauxite Mine in Western Australia is officially recognised as having the world's longest and second longest single belts, with a 31-kilometre long belt feeding a 20 km long belt. This system feeds bauxite through the difficult terrain of the Daring Ranges to the alumina refinery at Worsley. The longest single belt international conveyor runs from Meghalaya in India to a cement factory at Cuttack, Bangladesh. It is about 17 km long and conveys limestone and shale at 960 tons per hour, from the quarry in India to the cement factory. The conveyor was engineered by Ormond France and Larsen and Toubro. The conveyor is actuated by 3 synchronized drive units for a total power of about 1.8 MW supplied by ABB. The conveyor belt was manufactured in 300-meter lengths on the Indian side and 500-meter lengths on the Bangladesh side, and was installed on-site by NILOS India. The idlers, or rollers, of the system are unique in that they are designed to accommodate both horizontal and vertical curves along the terrain. Dedicated vehicles were designed for the maintenance of the conveyor, which is always at a minimum height of 5 meters above the ground to avoid being flooded during monsoon periods. Belt conveyor safety system. Conveyors used in industrial settings include tripping mechanisms such as trip cords along the length of the conveyor. This allows for workers to immediately shut down the conveyor when a problem arises. Warning alarms are included to notify employees that a conveyor is about to turn on. In the United States, the Occupational Safety and Health Administration has issued regulations for conveyor safety, as OSHA 1926.555. History. Primitive conveyor belts were used since the 19th century. In 1892, Thomas Robbins began a series of inventions which led to the development of a conveyor belt used for carrying coal, ores and other products. In 1901, Sandvik invented and started the production of steel conveyor belts. In 1905, Richard Sutcliffe invented the first conveyor belts for use in coal mines, which revolutionized the mining industry. In 1913, Henry Ford introduced conveyor belt assembly lines at Ford Motor Company's Highland Park, Michigan factory. In 1972, the French Society REI created in New Caledonia the then longest straight belt conveyor in the world, at a length of 13.8 km. Hyacinthe Marcel Bocchetti was the concept designer. In 1957, the B.F. Goodrich Company patented a conveyor belt that it went on to produce as the turnover conveyor belt system. Incorporating a half-twist, it had the advantage over conventional belts of a longer life because it could expose all of its surface area to wear and tear. Paragraph bias strip belts are no longer manufactured because untwisted modern belts can be made more durable by constructing them from several layers of different materials. In 1970, Intralocks, a Louisiana-based company, registered the first patent for all-plastic, modular belting. See also, Carabac, Chequaya, conveyor systems, line shaft roller conveyor, moving walkway, treadmill, references. DN belt conveyor power calculation / conveyor power calculation. Technitude. Retrieved March 27, 2014. 4B Components Limited. External links. Wiki on all types of belt conveyors, website with technical information on conveyor belts for the food, chemical, pharmaceutical and packaging industries. Website with information on heavy-duty conveyor belts for the coal and mining industry.